I'm making a series where I get every block in Minecraft in release order. Last episode we got wool, a gold block, a dandelion, and a rose. This episode we're getting a red mushroom, a brown mushroom, a smooth stone slab, and an iron block. So you may or may not have noticed, but this episode is actually longer than the others. It's much easier for me to make longer content because I actually do have a lot to talk about in these videos. I normally end up cutting everything down and even leaving out entire chunks of conversation because I can't fit it into the short. This ends up making me rush and speed through things to try and fit it all in. I hope this is a more relaxed and enjoyable pace overall. I'm also going to start uploading unedited episodes to my YouTube channel. Please go check them out. It'll be based on the TikTok episode, but it'll be the whole thing with my live commentary. Anyway, the iron block is really easy for us to get right now because we have all of the iron I need to craft it. I'll quickly do that and add it to the shrine. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we have the cobblestone for the slab as well. Let's go back to our home and craft it. While we do that, here's something dumb about the slab. If you stack two on top of each other, they form a full block made up of two slabs. But if you break the block, you only get one slab back. And another weird thing related to cobblestone, if you get a stone pickaxe down to 1 durability and break a furnace with it, you don't get the furnace back. It's very weird. Now we can spend the rest of the episode hunting the harder blocks on the list. Mushrooms. This might come as a surprise, but the mushrooms are actually going to be difficult to find. Bone meal doesn't come out until the beta version releases, so we're stuck having to find them naturally. Unlike the flowers you'll see all around us, mushrooms are fairly uncommon, and we've gotten very unlucky in the seed so far. They're not near our base, so I'll have to walk out further to look for them. You guys might remember early on in this series, I said I didn't want to walk out too far and load in more chunks, because we'll need unexplored chunks for future updates, and future blocks to generate. The more chunks we render, the further we'll have to travel later on. In this case, we'll just have to deal with it. After about 5 minutes of scavenging, I find some red mushrooms hidden under a tree. I was hoping that these would lead me to some nearby brown mushrooms, but in reality I spent another 15 minutes looking around the world. I explored in almost every direction from our house for hundreds of blocks and found none. Want to hear the worst part? After coming back home the 3rd time, I walk in the last direction I have left unexplored, and barely 50 blocks away, on top of a hill, I find a single brown mushroom. This means I rendered all of those chunks for virtually no reason. Back at the shrine, I was worried I wouldn't be able to place these mushrooms down because the light level would be too high. Turns out that's not the case. Light level doesn't seem to matter for these in InfDev. I think they'll break in a future update, but we can cross that bridge when we come to it. I hope you guys enjoyed the longer episode. Thank you for watching.